Question 26 reads, which one of the following best describes the concept of small farmer, large field? Four big options are given. So before reading the options, let me just say I couldn't find any news from the Hindu especially, which I could link to this news. I did get a old news from Indian Express, but a person preparing for the prelims is not expected to go through all sources, and that too from old timeline and all. So I just gave the news source to explain the concept, but not I am not expecting the a serious aspirant to be uh, informed about such things from old news. So but you see, small farmer, large field, and if you place it in the context of India, and if you try to analyze this question considering what is happening in India and what could be the most logical thing that could be associated with the concept of small farmer and large field, you will see some of the options are at least totally absurd. So if you take a D option, a company extends loans, technical knowledge, and material inputs to a number of small farmers in an area, so all that so that they can produce the agriculture commodity required by the company for its manufacturing process and commercial production. So small farmer, large field. So this says a company extends loans, technical knowledge, and material inputs to a number of small farmers. So um, it talks about giving lot of resources to small farmers so that they can cultivate better. So it's about uh, the that option is about farmers getting better access to resources from whatever source. So if you see small farmer, large field, that doesn't fit with that narrative. So and if you um, the option A, resettlement of a large number of people uprooted from their countries due to war. So it is a very specific case. Uh, they are talking about a very specific scenario where a war has happened and a lot of people was uprooted, and then large farmers are being resettled. What is the chances for that to be true? So that is also a less probable option. And um, B option, many marginal farmers in an area organize themselves into groups and synchronize and harmonize selected agriculture operation. That is very likely option. So marginal farmers in an area organizing themselves into groups so that their small uh, uh, even if it's land or knowledge, they can consolidate and make it into a larger one. So that is a very probable option. Then C option is many marginal farmers in an area together make a contract with a corporate body and surrender their land to corporate body for a fixed term, for which the corporate body makes a payment of agreed amount to the farmers. So if you think about it, there are some uh, corporate farming. There is something called corporate farming where the big corporate players comes with their big machineries, money, resources, and all, and takes land from the marginal farmers and consolidate it. So that is something that is happening that is proposed in some scenarios, and that could be a uh, realistic concept that is happening in India. But if you see small farmer, large field, the focus as far as small farmers is concerned, their land is they are surrendering their land to corporate and all, is lesser, um, fits lesser to this statement, the small farmer, large field concept. So anyway, I was just explaining the my view perspective while going through this uh, question. I will just show you the link now. So how doubling of farmers income is possible even with small land holdings. So here if you see, uh, okay, you can't the, okay, you need this discuss the small farmer large field model is founded on the same principle founded on the same principle of aggregation, achieving economics of scale through strengthening backward and forward integration along the supply chain and lowering costs by synchronizing key agricultural operation from field preparation to harvest. So here they are talking about uh, this synchronization, and they are not talking about any corporate thing, corporate farming. They are talking about a principle of aggregation and achieving economies of scale through strengthening backward and forward integration along the supply chains, just synchronizing things. So if you see the options, as I said, B and C, sorry, let me just, okay, sorry for the pause. So if you see the options, many marginal farmers in an area organize themselves into groups and synchronize and harmonize selected agriculture operation is the most fitting option for this question. But again, corporate farming, in corporate farming also, some of this aspect, that is consolidation and converting into scale, happens. But again, small farmer large field is not a term associated with it. So option B is the uh, most sensible option. So as I said, even if you didn't know what small farmer large field, you could go through the options and select a sensible one. You could right away eliminate option A and option D using some logic. Then you are stuck with these two, and out of these two, B is the most sensible one. So that is using logic. Don't when you see such a question in prelims, don't right away just discard it because you don't know the concept. Just go through the options once and see whether the options are any options are absurd, and you could eliminate it and use the elimination method to answer the question. So that is my point for this question 26. So yeah, let's move on to the next question.